Have you ever stopped to wonder if everything we know about human history is wrong? What if there was something buried beneath the earth that completely rewrote the timeline of life on this planet? A discovery so extraordinary that it makes you question the very foundations of our understanding of the past. Imagine this. Deep beneath the frozen heart of Siberia, buried under layers of ancient coal and surrounded by rock, something unimaginable was uncovered. It was an artifact so old, it defied the very concept of time. But the most mind-blowing detail was that it did not just date back thousands of years, it was over 800 million years old. That is right. 800 million years in age, so ancient, it predates the rise of humans, dinosaurs, and even most complex life forms. But what could this discovery possibly be, and why does it force us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about our history? Buckle up, because we are about to dive into one of the most astonishing and mysterious finds of all time. On September 5, 1969, in the remote Siberian village of Rajavchik, life seemed ordinary. The workers in the coal mine started their shifts like any other day. With no hint that their world was about to be turned upside down, they were accustomed to the routine sounds of pickaxes striking stone, the rhythmic beat of labor echoing through the dark, dusty mine shafts. But that morning, the air was different. Something in the earth had changed. As one miner swung his pickaxe into the dark stone walls, he felt the familiar vibration of metal striking rock. But then, something unusual happened. The pickaxe hit a smooth, solid surface. It was unlike anything the miners had encountered before, a smooth, almost polished surface, too perfect to be a natural part of the coal seam. Curious, the miner wiped the dust away and began digging around the strange object. Soon, other miners joined in, brushing away dirt to reveal a shape that looked out of place, a smooth, rectangular object, clearly man-made. As the men continued to dig, they realized they had uncovered a chamber, and inside that chamber was a marble sarcophagus. The structure was near perfect, so intricately carved that it seemed to defy the crude tools they had used to unearth it. The miners were stunned. How could something so meticulously crafted be buried so deep in the earth? The chamber itself seemed untouched by time. The walls of the chamber, the sarcophagus, it was all perfectly preserved. But there was more to this discovery than just the marvel of craftsmanship. As the miners carefully examined the sarcophagus, they realized something even more remarkable. This was not just any burial site. It was the kind of discovery that could shake the very foundations of history. What was inside? The sarcophagus was about to reveal its secrets. When the workers finally opened the sarcophagus, they were met with a sight that no one could have anticipated. Inside, lying perfectly preserved, was the body of a young woman. Her appearance was so stunningly well preserved that it seemed impossible. Her skin was almost unnaturally whiter than any human skin they had ever seen. Her complexion was flawless, smooth, and devoid of any blemish. It was as though she had just drifted off into a peaceful sleep. Her long, wavy brown hair cascaded down her shoulders, still soft and full of life after centuries, maybe even millions of years. But the most shocking part was the state of preservation. The woman's body was encased in a transparent pink liquid, which seemed to shield her from the ravages of time. How could this be? This liquid was not just any ordinary preservation method. Nothing in the history of human technology could explain this level of preservation. The miners were stunned into silence. Was this some kind of ancient treasure? Or had they uncovered a relic of a long-lost civilization? Whatever it was clear that they had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something that defied all logic and understanding of the past. Beside the woman's head, another mysterious object was found. It was small, sleek, and made of black metal. A compact box with no recognizable markings. The miners could not identify its function, and neither could the experts who later examined it. But over time, as technology advanced, some began to speculate about what this object might have been. Years later, when smartphones and advanced communication devices became commonplace, those who had seen the object inside the sarcophagus began to realize that it resembled the size and shape of modern-day communication devices, almost as though it had been designed for a similar purpose. Could this have been an ancient form of communication? A device from an advanced civilization long lost to time? Or was it something far more complex, an artifact that provided a glimpse into a technological era we can't even begin to understand? As soon as the sarcophagus was uncovered, news of the discovery spread quickly. The head of the mine immediately notified local authorities, but the event quickly escalated beyond anything the miners could have anticipated. The Soviet government moved swiftly, sending military personnel to the area. Within hours, the village was put under strict lockdown. A military helicopter descended, bringing high-ranking officials to oversee the situation. But it was not just the discovery that raised alarm, it was the implications of what was found. This was not just a case of an archaeological find. This was something much bigger, something that could potentially change the course of human history. The villagers were instructed to stay away from the site, and the miners who had made the discovery were interviewed by authorities. What exactly had they seen? What had they uncovered? As scientists and military personnel worked to remove the sarcophagus from the site, they encountered a significant obstacle. The sarcophagus was far heavier than expected. The marble itself was dense and difficult to transport. But it was not just the weight that posed a problem. It was the strange pink liquid that surrounded the woman's body. The decision was made to remove the liquid from the sarcophagus so that it could be safely transported. But as the liquid was slowly siphoned out, something shocking began to happen. The woman's body, which had been so perfectly preserved, began to change. The flawless white skin that had once radiated with life began to darken. Within minutes, her skin turned dull, first gray, then blue, lifeless. What had caused this transformation? Was it the removal of the liquid? Or was there something far deeper at play? Whatever the cause, it was clear that the preservation liquid played an essential role in maintaining the woman's appearance. As the sarcophagus was transported to the city of Novosibirsk for further analysis, the Soviet authorities assembled a team of top scientists, including paleontologists, geologists, and molecular biologists, to investigate the bizarre discovery. Their goal was clear: to determine the origins of the sarcophagus and the woman inside. The initial round of tests, including radiocarbon dating, was performed to estimate the age of the woman's remains. However, to the shock of the scientists, the radiocarbon tests yielded no usable data. The samples taken from her body, her clothing, and the marble surrounding her were all outside the measurable range of the dating equipment. This baffling result immediately cast doubt on conventional dating methods. How could something this ancient be so perfectly preserved if it was from a time so far beyond the limits of human history? Radiocarbon dating was typically effective for determining the age of organic material up to about 50,000 years old, but this discovery was far older than that. The team turned to alternative methods, hoping to uncover some clue as to the true age of the sarcophagus. When radiocarbon dating failed, scientists had no choice but to turn to geological analysis to estimate the age of the sarcophagus. They examined the coal layers surrounding the tomb, hoping to use their known geological ages to make sense of this discovery. The results were nothing short of shocking. The geological layer where the sarcophagus had been found was determined to be approximately 800 million years old. To put that into perspective, the first dinosaurs appeared around 230 million years ago, and humans did not emerge until roughly 300,000 years ago. The idea that an object, let alone a human body, could have been preserved for over 800 million years was beyond anything they could have imagined. The implications were profound. If the sarcophagus was indeed that old, then it seemed to defy the conventional timeline of Earth's history. The idea of human-like beings, or any advanced civilization existing 800 million years ago, was inconceivable. Was this evidence of a lost, ancient civilization that predated the dinosaurs? Or was this something else entirely, a mystery that we would never fully understand? As the analysis continued, some scientists began to speculate wildly. Could this woman be the product of an advanced civilization that existed hundreds of millions of years ago, before any complex life forms had emerged on Earth? There were theories suggesting that this civilization possessed technology far beyond anything we can imagine today, perhaps even a form of biological preservation technology that kept the body perfectly intact. Others proposed a more radical theory. What if the woman was not even from Earth? Perhaps she was an extraterrestrial being, stranded on Earth millions of years ago. Some even speculated that her sarcophagus might have been a kind of cryogenic chamber, designed to preserve her until she could be revived. This theory was heavily influenced by the growing popularity of the ancient astronaut hypothesis, which posited that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth long before recorded history and may have influenced early human civilizations. The idea that an extraterrestrial being could have been buried in Siberia seemed far-fetched, but it was impossible to ignore the strange, otherworldly preservation methods found in the sarcophagus. Could the body have come from a distant planet? Was the pink liquid an advanced form of preservation, designed to keep her in suspended animation until she could be revived? But as the investigation into the sarcophagus and its contents progressed, something even more disturbing began to unfold. The miners who had uncovered the sarcophagus started experiencing strange, unsettling events. The first of these was the tragic death of the miner who had made the initial discovery. Officially, it was ruled a bizarre traffic accident. However, those close to him reported that he had changed after his time at the mine. He was gripped by an inexplicable fear and began having vivid nightmares. Was this a coincidence? Or was something darker at play? Shortly after, another miner went missing. He was later found dead in the forest, his body curled on the riverbank, his skin frozen despite the fact that the weather was far from cold. Rumors began to circulate among the villagers. Some whispered that the sarcophagus had been cursed, and that those who came into contact with it were doomed to suffer tragic ends. The mysterious deaths and disappearances continued to mount, creating an atmosphere of fear and suspicion. By 1973, the Soviet military intervened in full force, sealing off the area surrounding the mine. No one was allowed near the site, and a restricted zone was established around the location of the sarcophagus. The entire area was cordoned off with 3 rings of steel security, and locals were strictly forbidden from entering. But even as the military secured the site, the curse of the sarcophagus seemed to continue, haunting those connected to the discovery. Years later, rare fragments of information began to leak out. It was revealed that the Soviet military had uncovered 2 additional sarcophagi near a lake a few kilometers from the original site. These sarcophagi were identical in design to the first one, made of white marble, and containing bodies preserved in the same strange pink liquid. What was even more alarming was that the same mysterious events that surrounded the first discovery were happening again. Those involved in the excavation or analysis of the sarcophagi were forced to sign non-disclosure agreements. Some scientists who had been involved in the research were abruptly transferred to distant posts, while others simply vanished without a trace. The documents, scientific reports, and even physical samples of the preservation liquid mysteriously disappeared from Soviet archives. It was as if the entire incident had been erased from history, never to be spoken of again. The more the scientists studied the sarcophagus and the mysterious preservation fluid, the more questions arose. Some researchers began to consider the possibility that the fluid had been created by an ultra-advanced civilization, one with technology far beyond what humanity possesses today. According to this theory, the fluid may have been designed as a biological preservation agent, capable of maintaining the integrity of soft tissues, skin, and even hair for millions of years. This fluid appeared to be unlike anything scientists had encountered before. It seemed to not only preserve the body but also preserve the body's flexibility and elasticity. The skin remained smooth and youthful, with no signs of decay, and even the woman's hair was preserved in perfect condition. Could this be a form of cryogenic technology, designed to preserve living beings in stasis for an extended period? If so, how could such technology have been used by a civilization that existed millions of years ago? Some scientists speculated that this preservation fluid might have been created for more than just preservation purposes. Could it have been part of a life-sustaining system, perhaps a way to keep the woman alive in stasis, awaiting a time when she could be revived or transported to a different place? This theory suggested that the woman might not have been dead at all, but simply in a state of suspended animation, waiting for the right conditions to awaken. But the more they thought about it, the more baffling the whole situation became. If this was the work of an ancient civilization, how had they achieved such advanced technology, and why had it been lost to history? As the investigations continued, some theorists began to entertain a more radical idea. The woman and the sarcophagus might be the remnants of a lost civilization that existed on Earth long before the first dinosaurs. Could it be possible that our planet was once home to an advanced society that predates all recorded history? This theory suggests that there was a civilization that thrived on Earth hundreds of millions of years ago, before the emergence of the dinosaurs, and that they possessed technology far beyond what we currently understand. Supporters of this theory argue that evidence of such a civilization might have been buried over time, hidden in the depths of the Earth. The discovery of the sarcophagus could be a rare glimpse into this forgotten chapter of Earth's history, a time when advanced beings lived, and perhaps even interacted with life forms that are now extinct. Why would such a civilization vanish without leaving a trace? And how could such a highly advanced society have disappeared without leaving behind any concrete evidence? One of the most compelling aspects of this theory is the sheer mystery of the preservation fluid. If an ancient civilization possessed technology that could keep a body perfectly preserved for 800 million years, then perhaps they had mastered forms of science and technology that we are only beginning to understand. Another theory that gained traction among some researchers was the idea that the woman in the sarcophagus was not from Earth at all. According to this hypothesis, the sarcophagus and the strange preservation fluid were not the products of an ancient terrestrial civilization, but the remnants of an extraterrestrial expedition. The woman's appearance, with her pale skin and flawless features, could suggest that she came from a planet with a different environmental makeup, perhaps a world with less sunlight or different atmospheric conditions. Supporters of the extraterrestrial theory argue that the sarcophagus was not designed to preserve a human body, but rather an alien being from another world. The pink liquid, they propose, could be a form of alien technology designed to preserve the being's biological structure during long space voyages or stasis periods. This theory fits into the broader framework of the ancient astronaut hypothesis, which suggests that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in ancient times and influenced early human civilizations. Could this woman have been an interstellar traveler, stranded on Earth millions of years ago? The idea that extraterrestrial beings might have visited our planet long before humanity's recorded history is a fascinating one, and the discovery of the sarcophagus only seems to add fuel to this fire. But even if the woman was an extraterrestrial, one question remains: why has not she awakened? If the sarcophagus was a cryogenic chamber designed to preserve her for a time when she could be revived, then what happened to her? Why has she remained in stasis for so long? As the investigation into the sarcophagus continued, the strange and tragic events surrounding it also deepened. The miner who had first discovered the sarcophagus died in a mysterious accident, and rumors began to spread that the sarcophagus was cursed. Soon after, more miners and workers involved in the excavation began to suffer from strange illnesses or disappearances. One miner was found dead by the riverbank, his body frozen despite the fact that the weather was not cold. Another disappeared without a trace. People who were connected to the sarcophagus seemed to meet untimely and unexplained ends, and the villagers began to speak of the curse of the sarcophagus. Was this just a coincidence? Or was there something supernatural at work? The Soviet government, already tight-lipped about the discovery, began to take extreme measures to prevent any further leaks of information. By 1973, the area surrounding the mine was completely sealed off, and the Soviet military had cordoned off the site with steel security fences. Locals were strictly prohibited from entering the area, and the government imposed a complete media blackout. It was as if the entire discovery had never happened, as though the sarcophagus and its contents had been erased from history. But the stories of the curse and the strange events surrounding the sarcophagus continued to spread. Was this a case of bad luck, or was there something more sinister at play? Had the sarcophagus unleashed some kind of curse upon those who came into contact with it? In the years that followed, even more pieces of the puzzle began to emerge. Reports suggested that additional sarcophagi identical to the first had been found in a nearby lake. These new discoveries only deepened the mystery surrounding the original sarcophagus and the woman inside. But despite the growing evidence, the Soviet government worked hard to suppress any further information. Scientists who had been involved in the investigation were transferred to remote locations, and documents related to the sarcophagus mysteriously disappeared from the archives. For years, the story of the Tissel Princess, as the woman in the sarcophagus came to be called, remain shrouded in secrecy. But over time, a handful of rare testimonies from those involved in the investigation began to surface, suggesting that the truth about the sarcophagus was far stranger and more complex than anyone could have imagined. What happened to the sarcophagus? What happened to the woman inside? And why has the truth been buried so deeply? If the woman in the sarcophagus truly came from an ancient civilization, then what does that mean for our understanding of humanity's place in history? Some researchers argue that humans, as we know them, might not be the first intelligent species to have walked the earth. What if the civilization that existed before the dinosaurs was the true predecessor of modern humans, earlier, far more advanced race that vanished without a trace? This theory suggests that what we think of as human history could be only one chapter in a much longer story. Imagine a time when a civilization, much like ours, thrived on Earth hundreds of millions of years ago, only to be lost to time. The fact that this civilization could have created technology capable of preserving bodies for millions of years suggests that they were far more advanced than we are today. Could it be possible that we are the newcomers, and that the true origin of intelligent life on Earth has been lost to history? If we accept this hypothesis, then the story of our civilization is not the first but simply the most recent chapter in a much longer saga. Perhaps the remnants of the ancient civilization, buried deep beneath the earth, are slowly revealing themselves to us just as the sarcophagus did in Siberia. Beyond the mystery of the sarcophagus itself lies a much larger question. What does this discovery mean for humanity's understanding of evolution? If the woman inside the sarcophagus truly predates human history by millions of years, what does that say about the evolution of intelligent life on Earth? Could it be that we are not the first species to evolve consciousness and technology? This revelation challenges our understanding of evolutionary biology. If there was an advanced civilization long before the rise of humans, could there be other beings, whether on Earth or beyond, who have experienced similar evolutionary paths? The idea of intelligent life emerging multiple times throughout Earth's history raises profound questions about our place in the universe. And what about the possibility that intelligent life exists beyond Earth? Could the ancient astronaut theory provide an answer? The woman in the sarcophagus could be evidence of extraterrestrial life, or at the very least, proof that life beyond Earth is possible. The implications of this are far-reaching. If advanced civilizations existed before humans, perhaps there are others out there, waiting to be discovered. Another angle to consider is the idea that the woman in the sarcophagus was preserved through cryogenic technology, a concept that is becoming increasingly relevant today. Cryogenics, the practice of freezing the body to preserve it for potential future revival, is a cutting-edge science that remains in its early stages. But what if the technology to preserve a body like this existed millions of years ago, far beyond what we can comprehend? The preservation fluid found in the sarcophagus could be a form of ancient cryogenics, designed to suspend the woman's biological processes indefinitely, preserving her body for future revival. But why? Was she meant to be revived at some point in the future? And if so, why has not that happened? Could it be that she was part of a mission that failed? Or perhaps an experiment to see if a living being could survive through time? The idea of reviving someone who has been in stasis for millions of years is both fascinating and terrifying. If this technology was available to an ancient civilization, then it could have major implications for the future of human technology. Could we one day be able to unlock the secrets of cryogenic preservation and learn to preserve life indefinitely? Could the woman in the sarcophagus be an early test subject of this technology, or perhaps someone who was meant to travel through time to a future that she would never see? Among the most tantalizing theories surrounding the sarcophagus is the possibility that the woman inside is not from Earth at all. As the details of her appearance and preservation process suggest, she could have come from a planet with a very different environment. Some researchers argue that her skin's paleness and flawless complexion could be an adaptation to a low-light environment, perhaps a world farther from its sun, or one with a different atmosphere. If the woman was indeed an extraterrestrial being, then the sarcophagus might be a kind of interstellar capsule designed to keep her in stasis for an extended period of time. Perhaps she crash-landed on Earth millions of years ago, and her body was preserved in this ancient cryogenic chamber until she could be revived. But if this is true, one question remains. Why has she not awoken? Did the mission fail? Was there a disaster that prevented her from being revived? Some theorists even suggest that the woman could be part of an ancient alien expedition to Earth, one that had a profound impact on the planet's early history. The idea that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth long before humanity's existence is a cornerstone of the ancient astronaut theory, and the discovery of the sarcophagus seems to lend some credibility to this idea. If the woman was truly from another world, then we might be looking at the first evidence of extraterrestrial life, proof that we are not alone in the universe. The discovery of the sarcophagus in Siberia raises profound questions about our understanding of history, technology, and the origins of life on Earth. Whether the woman in the sarcophagus was a member of a lost civilization, an extraterrestrial being, or the result of some advanced form of cryogenic preservation, her discovery forces us to reconsider the boundaries of human knowledge. Perhaps the most important lesson we can take from this mystery is that we have only scratched the surface of what we know about our own history and the history of life on Earth. The sarcophagus serves as a reminder that there may be secrets buried deep within our planet's secrets that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about the past. As we continue to search for answers, the story of the Tissel Princess reminds us that the universe is far more mysterious and complex than we can possibly imagine. The sarcophagus and its contents might hold the key to understanding a forgotten chapter of history, one that may forever change the way we see the world and our place in it. The story of the Tissel Princess and the mysterious sarcophagus is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our time. It forces us to question everything we know about human history, life on Earth, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. We may never fully understand the origins of this discovery, but one thing is clear. The sarcophagus is just one of many puzzles waiting to be uncovered. The woman inside the sarcophagus, whether she is an ancient human, a member of a lost civilization, or an extraterrestrial being, challenges our assumptions about time and technology. What else lies buried beneath the earth, waiting to be discovered? What other secrets of the past are hidden just below the surface, waiting for us to uncover? As we move forward in our search for answers, we must remain open to the possibility that the truth may be far stranger than we could have ever imagined. The discovery of the sarcophagus in Siberia invites us to reconsider much of what we know about the evolution of life on Earth. While mainstream science has long placed the emergence of humans as a relatively recent event in the Earth's timeline, the idea of an ancient civilization or a pre-human race existing hundreds of millions of years ago challenges the very foundations of evolutionary theory. Could it be possible that humanity as we know it is not the first intelligent species to have inhabited Earth? We have always thought of human evolution as a linear process, one where primitive beings slowly evolved into modern humans. But what if this evolutionary story is not as simple as we have been led to believe? What if, long before the rise of Homo sapiens, other advanced species existed? Could they have left behind traces of their civilization, artifacts, or even their biological remains, just waiting to be discovered? The implications of such a discovery are immense. If the sarcophagus belongs to a civilization that existed before the dinosaurs, could we be dealing with an entirely different evolutionary path, one that humans did not take? Some scientists have proposed that this could be evidence of an alternate evolutionary track, a parallel form of life on Earth that was wiped out in an ancient cataclysm. This idea opens up fascinating new questions about the nature of intelligence, civilization, and the possibility of multiple forms of life coexisting on Earth at different points in history. It challenges our understanding of how life develops and how civilizations rise and fall. Could this pre-dinosaur civilization have reached heights of technology that we could only dream of? Could we be rediscovering the remnants of a lost society buried beneath the layers of Earth's history? The sarcophagus, with its flawless preservation of the woman's body and the strange pink liquid, represents far more than just an archaeological find. It could be a symbol of lost knowledge. Could the ancient civilization that created it have developed technologies that were far beyond our current capabilities? If they had the means to preserve a body in such a way for millions of years, what other technologies might they have had? Some theorists suggest that the woman's preservation liquid could be an example of biological engineering technology so advanced that it seems almost magical to us today. Perhaps this civilization had mastered the art of biological preservation, allowing them to preserve both organic matter and the delicate structures of life for eternity. Could these lost technologies hold the key to curing diseases, slowing aging, or even extending human life? Imagine a future where these technologies could be rediscovered. Could we learn to harness these methods of preservation, or even revive the long-forgotten civilization that created them? The sarcophagus raises these very questions and beckons us to look deeper into the mysteries of the past. Could the technology we need to solve some of humanity's greatest challenges already be hidden, buried in the earth, waiting to be found? But there is a catch. Such knowledge could also have been lost for a reason. If this civilization reached such a level of advancement, what caused its downfall? Was their technology their greatest strength or their greatest weakness? One of the most intriguing theories surrounding the sarcophagus is the extraterrestrial hypothesis. Could it be that the woman in the sarcophagus was not from Earth at all? Her unusual appearance, her flawless preservation, and the advanced technology found in the sarcophagus suggest that she might be from another planet, or perhaps she was part of an ancient extraterrestrial mission to Earth. The idea that we might not be alone in the universe is one that has fascinated people for centuries. We have always looked to the stars, wondering if life exists elsewhere, and the discovery of an ancient, perfectly preserved body raises the question, could we have had visitors from another planet millions of years ago? The ancient astronaut theory proposes that extraterrestrial beings might have visited Earth, influencing human civilizations and even altering the course of our history. The Tissel Princess, as she came to be known, might have been one such visitor. Some speculate that she was part of an interstellar expedition, stranded on Earth after some disaster. The sarcophagus, with its cryogenic-like preservation fluid, could have been designed to keep her in stasis until she could be revived, or until the time was right for her to return to her home planet. But what if, instead of an extraterrestrial visitor, the woman in the sarcophagus is a remnant of an ancient alien race that visited Earth long before humans emerged? Could Earth have been a hub for extraterrestrial travelers in ancient times? And if so, how many other relics from their time on Earth might still be buried beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered? As we search for answers, we are left with the question, are we the true inhabitants of Earth? Or could we be the latest chapter in a long history of extraterrestrial influence? The strange events that followed the discovery of the sarcophagus have given rise to local legends, with villagers whispering about a curse tied to the ancient relic. Some claim that the people involved in the discovery were cursed, meeting untimely and mysterious deaths, while others suggest that the sarcophagus brought misfortune to the area. The idea of a curse is a common theme in ancient stories. In many cultures, it is believed that disturbing the dead or unearthing hidden relics can bring bad luck, or even a supernatural reckoning. The story of the Tissel Princess seems to fit this narrative after all. There are many accounts of cursed artifacts in human history, from the tomb of King Tutankhamun to the mysterious deaths associated with the Hope Diamond. Could the strange events surrounding the sarcophagus be nothing more than coincidence? Or could there be a darker force at work, tied to the ancient preservation fluid or the woman herself? It is hard to say for certain, but one thing is clear. The sarcophagus has become a symbol of mystery, fear, and the unknown, a story that refuses to be forgotten. As the years go by, more and more people are drawn to the mystery of the Tissel Princess, hoping to uncover the truth. The legacy of the sarcophagus, with all its unanswered questions and enigmatic details, will continue to haunt the village of Rajavchich, and perhaps the world, until the secrets of the past are finally revealed. The story of the Tissel Princess is one of the most puzzling and extraordinary discoveries in the history of archaeology. It forces us to ask deep questions about the nature of time, civilization, and the origins of life. Was she part of an ancient civilization that predates human history? Or is she a remnant of an extraterrestrial mission, left behind on Earth for reasons we cannot yet understand? In the end, the discovery of the sarcophagus is not just about uncovering the truth about one body. It is about confronting the mysteries that still lie buried beneath the surface of our planet. The secrets of the past have the power to change the course of our future. And the story of the Tissel Princess reminds us that we have only just begun to scratch the surface of the unknown. What other ancient relics are waiting to be uncovered? What other truths about our history and the universe are hidden beneath our feet? Perhaps, as we continue to search for answers, we will uncover even greater mysteries. ones that could forever alter our understanding of who we are and where we came from. As we look to the future, one of the most exciting prospects is the possibility that modern technology will finally allow us to uncover the secrets locked inside the sarcophagus. For decades, the Tissel Princess has remained an unsolved mystery. But with the advent of advanced scientific tools and techniques, we may finally be able to understand the true origins of the sarcophagus and the woman inside. In recent years, scientists have developed a range of technologies that could offer new insights into ancient artifacts. From advanced imaging techniques to more sophisticated methods of carbon dating, modern science is pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible in archaeology. For example, non-invasive scanning technologies such as 3D imaging and tomography could allow researchers to explore the sarcophagus in great detail without damaging it. This would give us a clearer picture of its contents and perhaps reveal hidden aspects of the artifact that were previously unknown. Additionally, the study of ancient preservation fluids, like the mysterious pink liquid surrounding the woman's body, could be a key to understanding the advanced technology used by the civilization that created the sarcophagus. In the future, researchers may be able to analyze the molecular structure of the fluid and identify its components, potentially uncovering the secrets of how this liquid was able to preserve a body for millions of years. Could this be the breakthrough that finally unlocks the truth about the Tissel Princess? The combination of cutting-edge technology and modern scientific methods might be just what is needed to reveal the long-hidden history behind this incredible discovery. The story of the Tissel Princess is not just one of local interest. It is a mystery that could have global implications for our understanding of human history. To solve this puzzle, it will take collaboration across countries, disciplines, and scientific fields. Archaeologists, historians, geneticists, and even astrophysicists may all play a role uncovering the true origins of the sarcophagus and its contents. International cooperation could bring together experts with the diverse skills needed to fully examine the sarcophagus and explore the many theories surrounding it. For example, geneticists could analyze the woman's DNA to determine her origins, while paleontologists could examine the coal and surrounding geological layers to gain more precise dating information. Meanwhile, historians and archaeologists could compare the sarcophagus with other ancient artifacts to determine if there are any similarities or connections to known civilizations. Perhaps the most exciting possibility is that global collaboration could finally provide the resources needed to conduct a full, non-invasive examination of the sarcophagus. With the latest technologies, researchers may be able to peer inside the tomb, scan its contents, and even analyze the preservation fluid without opening the sarcophagus itself. This would allow scientists to preserve the integrity of the artifact while still gaining valuable information. The Tissel Princess's discovery may have occurred in a remote corner of Siberia, but the search for answers is a global endeavor. As we move forward in our quest to uncover the truth, the power of international collaboration could prove to be the key to solving this ancient mystery. Another exciting possibility for the investigation of the sarcophagus lies in the realm of artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning. In recent years, AI has been making waves in fields like archaeology and anthropology, helping researchers analyze vast amounts of data quickly and efficiently. Could AI be the tool that helps us crack the mystery of the Tissel Princess? For example, AI algorithms could analyze the vast amounts of data generated by imaging scans of the sarcophagus, identifying patterns that human researchers might miss. Machine learning could be used to cross-reference this data with other known archaeological finds, helping to place the sarcophagus within the broader context of ancient civilizations. Additionally, AI could help predict the chemical makeup of the preservation fluid based on known databases of biological substances, and suggest ways to replicate or analyze it further. In some cases, AI-powered simulations could even recreate how the sarcophagus and the woman inside it might have been preserved. By inputting the known data about the woman's body, the sarcophagus, and the surrounding geological layers, AI could simulate the conditions in which the body was preserved and provide new insights into how such a complex preservation process was possible. The future of archaeology is increasingly intertwined with AI, and it is possible that machine learning and artificial intelligence will play a pivotal role in solving some of the world's most perplexing ancient mysteries, like the story of the Tissel Princess. While scientific research and collaboration are critical to solving the mystery of the Tissel Princess, public interest and crowdsourcing could also play a significant role. The story of the sarcophagus has captivated people around the world, and many believe that the power of collective knowledge could help crack the case. Over the years, various online communities have formed around the mystery, with amateur historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts contributing their theories and findings. In some cases, these communities have managed to uncover new information or propose innovative solutions that researchers may not have considered. Crowdsourcing, with the help of digital platforms and social media, could bring together a wide range of perspectives, expertise, and resources, ultimately aiding in the investigation. For example, crowdsourcing might involve gathering and digitizing historical records, maps, and photographs that could provide new context for the sarcophagus. The global public could also be invited to help analyze ancient texts or artifacts, offering new interpretations or identifying potential connections to the Tissel Princess. The internet has democratized access to information, and today, it is easier than ever for people to collaborate and contribute to solving mysteries like this. In the case of the Tissel Princess, public interest and crowdsourcing could help keep the mystery alive and ensure that it does not slip through the cracks of history. As we look toward the future, the Tissel Princess's legacy remains shrouded in mystery. However, the scientific community's increased interest in ancient artifacts, combined with the rapid advancement of technology, means that answers could be closer than we think. The sarcophagus, with all its unanswered questions, will continue to fascinate and inspire researchers, enthusiasts, and curious minds around the world. The future of this investigation may reveal far more than we ever imagined. Could it be that the Tissel Princess is just one of many forgotten secrets buried beneath the earth? What other mysteries are hidden in the sands of time, waiting to be uncovered by modern science? In the end, the search for the truth about the sarcophagus is not just a journey into the past, it is a journey into the future. The answers we uncover today could shape the course of history for generations to come. What we discover about the Tissel Princess could redefine our understanding of time, civilization, and the very nature of life on Earth. Throughout human history, we have been drawn to the unknown. From ancient civilizations to modern-day explorers, humans have always sought to uncover secrets that lie buried beneath the surface of time. The Tissel Princess is just one example of how a mystery from the past continues to captivate us, forcing us to ask questions about who we are, where we come from, and what lies beyond our understanding. Why are we so fascinated by the unknown? What makes us yearn to uncover ancient relics, strange artifacts, and unexplainable phenomena? It is a question that touches on our deepest instincts, our desire to understand the world around us, and to find meaning in the chaos of existence. The search for answers is a fundamental part of what it means to be human, and the mystery of the Tissel Princess embodies that quest for knowledge. The more we learn about the past, the more we realize how little we truly know. Ancient mysteries like the Tissel Princess remind us that history is far more complex than we ever imagined. Every discovery, no matter how small, adds another piece to the puzzle of our understanding of the world. As the mystery of the Tissel Princess continues to unfold, it is worth considering the role of myth and legend in shaping our perceptions of the past. The sarcophagus, with its perfect preservation and otherworldly features, has already taken on a mythical quality. The villagers' belief in a curse associated with the sarcophagus is just one example of how ancient discoveries often give rise to new myths and stories. Throughout history, we have seen countless examples of objects and places that have inspired myths, whether it is the Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Grail, or the lost city of Atlantis. These stories, passed down through generations, shape our understanding of the past and influence the way we view the present. The Tissel Princess could become part of this larger narrative, an enduring myth that shapes our perception of ancient history and humanity's place in the universe. As with all myths, there is an element of the unknown, something that sparks our imagination and drives us to explore further. But myths also carry deeper meanings, offering insights into human nature, mortality, and our search for meaning in a vast and mysterious world. Perhaps the story of the Tissel Princess will become one of those enduring myths, an enigmatic tale that continues to captivate future generations and inspire us to seek out the secrets of the past. While the mystery of the Tissel Princess is certainly captivating, it also serves as a warning. History is full of lost civilizations, forgotten technologies, and ancient knowledge that was either destroyed or hidden away. The sarcophagus and the woman inside it could be just one example of the many secrets that lie buried beneath our feet, waiting to be rediscovered. But if we ignore these mysteries or fail to fully investigate them, we risk losing valuable insights that could help us understand our own past and possibly shape our future. Ignoring history has consequences. When we fail to ask the tough questions or to challenge established narratives, we miss opportunities to learn from the past. The Tissel Princess reminds us that there is much more to history than meets the eye, and that we must remain open to new ideas and perspectives in order to uncover the full truth. If we ignore the mysteries of the past, we may never truly understand who we are or where we come from. By investigating these ancient mysteries, we not only deepen our understanding of the past, but we also gain valuable lessons that can inform our future. The sarcophagus is a reminder that history is not static. It is an ongoing process of discovery, and every new revelation has the potential to reshape our understanding of the world. At its core, the search for answers to ancient mysteries, like the Tissel Princess, is driven by human curiosity. Curiosity is the engine of progress, the force that pushes us to explore the unknown and to challenge the status quo. It is what led to the discovery of the sarcophagus in the first place, and it is what continues to fuel the investigation into its origins and significance. Curiosity is what drives us to ask questions that others might not even consider. It pushes us to look beyond the obvious and to consider alternative explanations for the things we encounter. Whether it is exploring the depths of the oceans, studying the far reaches of space, or investigating ancient artifacts like the sarcophagus, curiosity is the force that propels us forward and leads us to new discoveries. In the case of the Tissel Princess, curiosity has led to a wide range of theories and ideas, from the possibility of ancient civilizations to the potential for extraterrestrial life. This insatiable desire to understand is what makes humans unique, and it is what will continue to drive us toward new revelations, both in the past and the future. As we continue to search for answers about the Tissel Princess, we must also consider the ethical implications of uncovering the past. The discovery of ancient artifacts and remains is not just about satisfying our curiosity. It is about treating these relics with respect and understanding the responsibility that comes with uncovering them. In many cases, the discovery of ancient artifacts has led to their exploitation or mishandling, whether by looters, treasure hunters, or even scientific communities that fail to consider the cultural significance of the objects they study. As we uncover the secrets of the past, we must also ensure that we are doing so in a way that honors the history and the people behind these discoveries. For the Tissel Princess, this means handling the sarcophagus and its contents with the utmost care. It means preserving the integrity of the discovery while ensuring that it can be studied, understood in its full context. It also means respecting the cultural and historical significance of the find, recognizing that it could hold the key to understanding a lost civilization or even the origins of human life itself. The ethical responsibility of uncovering the past is one that all researchers and archaeologists must take seriously. The Tissel Princess is a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving history, not just for the sake of knowledge, but for the sake of humanity as a whole. The story of the Tissel Princess is not just about an ancient artifact or a strange discovery. It is about who we are as a species and how we relate to the past. As we uncover the secrets of this mysterious sarcophagus, we are forced to ask deeper questions about our own existence. Are we truly the first advanced civilization on Earth? Or is our story just the latest chapter in a much older narrative? What can we learn from the mistakes and triumphs of those who came before us? The Tissel Princess challenges us to look at our own history with fresh eyes, to question what we think we know, and to remain open to new possibilities. In the end, the most important lesson we can learn from this discovery is that we are not the end of the story. We are just another part of it. Our civilization, with all its achievements and flaws, is part of a much larger tapestry that stretches back millions of years. The Tissel Princess is a reminder that the mysteries of the past are far from solved, and that, in many ways, the greatest discoveries are still yet to come. As we reach the end of this journey into the mystery of the Tissel Princess, one lingering question remains: will we ever truly uncover the truth behind this extraordinary discovery? The sarcophagus and its contents continue to captivate those who are drawn to unsolved mysteries. But despite decades of research, the full story of the Tissel Princess remains elusive. Many of the theories about the sarcophagus, from the possibility of an ancient civilization to the idea of extraterrestrial origins, remain speculative. However, as we continue to explore and investigate, we may eventually uncover the missing pieces of this complex puzzle. The sarcophagus might be a clue, an ancient relic from a long-lost civilization, or a mysterious visitor from beyond our planet, but only time and scientific advances will tell. For now, the Tissel Princess serves as a symbol of all the mysteries of the past that remain hidden, waiting for someone to come along and unlock their secrets. The continued investigation into her origins, her preservation, and her role in history will keep the mystery alive, offering new insights and theories as technology and science advance. Despite all our efforts, there is no guarantee that we will ever fully understand the truth. But that is what makes the mystery so compelling. It is the unanswered questions that keep us coming back for more. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we truly know. And that sense of wonder is what makes the pursuit of knowledge so exciting. While the Tissel Princess's mystery continues to captivate us, there is an important lesson we can learn from her story: the importance of preserving our history. Whether she represents the last remnants of an ancient civilization or the evidence of extraterrestrial contact, the sarcophagus is a reminder that the past is fragile. If we fail to preserve our history, we risk losing valuable knowledge, cultural heritage, and the lessons that the past has to offer. The discovery of the Tissel Princess is a stark reminder that much of our history is hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. But time is running out. Without the proper resources and efforts to preserve these sites, we risk losing the opportunity to learn from the past forever. Just as the sarcophagus represents an ancient artifact waiting to be studied, there are countless other discoveries buried across the planet, some still waiting to be found. As our world changes, many of these historical sites are being destroyed or forgotten. If we want to fully understand our origins, it is essential that we make a concerted effort to protect and preserve our historical legacy. In this sense, the story of the Tissel Princess is a call to action for the global community. It reminds us that history is not just something that exists in textbooks. It is something that is actively being made and uncovered every day. And just like the Tissel Princess, there may be other pieces of the puzzle waiting to be found if only we are willing to look. The discovery of the Tissel Princess is part of a much larger, ongoing story in the field of archaeology. Every day, researchers around the world are making new discoveries, uncovering artifacts, and shedding light on the mysteries of ancient civilizations. But with each discovery, we are reminded that there is still so much we do not understand. What the future holds for archaeology and the study of ancient artifacts is impossible to predict. However, one thing is certain: new technologies and methods will continue to expand our ability to study the past. From DNA analysis and 3D imaging to satellite mapping and non-invasive excavation techniques, the tools we have at our disposal today are unprecedented in their ability to reveal the secrets of ancient civilizations. The future of archaeology holds the promise of deeper insights into human history, as well as new discoveries that could change everything we know about the world. The sarcophagus and the mystery surrounding the Tissel Princess might just be one of many unknowns waiting to be unlocked. As we move forward in the field, we will continue to question, investigate, and uncover the lost histories of humanity, and perhaps discover things that will forever change the way we view ourselves. In recent years, there has been a growing emphasis on the role of the public in archaeological research. Thanks to the internet and social media, people around the world now have access to archaeological discoveries, rare artifacts, and ongoing research. This democratization of knowledge has opened up new possibilities for collaboration and involvement in the search for answers to historical mysteries. Public engagement in archaeology can be a powerful tool for advancing research. Crowdsourcing, for example, has already been used to help decipher ancient texts, analyze artifacts, and even map out unexcavated areas. By involving people from all walks of life, archaeologists can tap into a vast reservoir of ideas, resources, and expertise that would otherwise be unavailable. The mystery of the Tissel Princess, with its global implications and broad public interest, is an excellent example of how the public can contribute to solving ancient mysteries. From online forums and discussion groups to crowd-funded research projects, Public engagement can play a key role in unlocking the secrets of the past. By bringing together experts and amateurs alike, we can accelerate our understanding of the world's ancient civilizations and push the boundaries of what we know. At the end of the day, the search for answers to the mystery of the Tissel Princess is part of a much larger human quest for knowledge. It is the same curiosity that led us to explore the stars, delve into the depths of the oceans, and uncover the mysteries of our planet's ancient history. We want to know where we come from, who we are, and what lies beyond the known universe. The Tissel Princess represents the endless quest for answers, an endeavor that has defined humanity for centuries. As we continue to study the past, we will undoubtedly uncover new mysteries that challenge our understanding of the world. And who knows? Perhaps one day, we will solve the riddle of the sarcophagus and understand the true origins of the woman inside it. The search for answers is far from over, and as technology continues to advance, we are closer than ever to unraveling the secrets of the ancient world. As we move forward, the Tissel Princess will remain a symbol of human curiosity, resilience, and the never-ending desire to seek out the unknown. As we conclude our exploration into the mystery of the Tissel Princess, we must pause to reflect on the significance of her discovery. This ancient sarcophagus, lying beneath layers of coal and rock for millions of years, speaks to us not just about the past, but about the timeless nature of human curiosity. The story of the Tissel Princess, shrouded in mystery and open to a wide range of interpretations, forces us to grapple with questions that transcend time and space. What does it mean to be human? Where do we come from? And what might we discover about our origins in the centuries to come? These are the questions that the Tissel Princess invites us to ask. Whether she is a remnant of an advanced prehistoric civilization, a lost member of humanity, or an alien traveler from another world, the sarcophagus challenges us to look deeper into the nature of history itself. In that sense, her story is not just about one body or one discovery. It is about the human journey of uncovering truth, no matter how elusive or difficult it may be. While we may not have all the answers today, the mystery of the Tissel Princess continues to inspire us to search for meaning, to question the limits of what we know, and to keep pushing the boundaries of human understanding. In our fast-paced, information-driven world, we are often inundated with facts, data, and immediate answers. Technology has given us the ability to learn almost anything at the touch of a button, and yet, the mystery of the Tissel Princess reminds us of the power and allure of the unknown. Some mysteries are not meant to be solved quickly. They linger in the mind, sparking curiosity and debate, challenging us to expand our understanding and seek out new answers. The discovery of the sarcophagus and the extraordinary circumstances surrounding it invite us to explore deeper questions, not only about the woman inside the tomb, but also about the nature of history, knowledge, and the human experience. In a world where information is often at our fingertips, we sometimes forget how essential mystery is to the human spirit. It keeps us engaged, questioning, and ever moving forward. The Tissel Princess, with all her unanswered questions, stands as a testament to this enduring curiosity, reminding us that there is still much we do not know, and that is what makes the search for knowledge so exciting. Looking to the future, the legacy of the Tissel Princess will likely endure as one of the most thought-provoking discoveries of the modern era. Her sarcophagus, with its mystery and allure, is more than just an artifact. It is a symbol of the ongoing human endeavor to understand our place in the universe. The unanswered questions surrounding the Tissel Princess, her origins, her preservation, her significance will continue to inspire research, debate, and exploration for generations to come. Her story is a reminder that the past is not a fixed narrative. It is a living, breathing mystery, constantly evolving as we uncover new facts and gain new insights. Each new discovery, each new piece of the puzzle, brings us closer to understanding the world we live in. And yet, it also leads to even more questions, pushing us to look further, explore deeper, and think more critically about the history of our planet and our species. The Tissel Princess may not have all the answers we seek, but her story has ignited a fire within the scientific community, inspiring new theories, ideas, and investigations. As long as her mystery remains unsolved, she will continue to be a focal point for scholars, historians, and enthusiasts alike, drawing attention to the complexities of human history and the mysteries that still lie buried beneath the surface. The discovery of the Tissel Princess calls on all of us to engage in the ongoing quest for knowledge. Whether we are scientists, historians, or everyday people curious about the world, we all have a role to play in the exploration of the unknown. It is easy to become complacent with what we think we know, to accept the established narratives without question. But the Tissel Princess challenges us to think beyond the status quo, to push the boundaries of what we know, and to ask difficult questions about the nature of our existence. Her mystery is not just an invitation to scientists and scholars. It is a call to each of us to remain curious, to keep searching, and to never stop asking questions. History is not a fixed story. It is a puzzle that is still being solved, piece by piece. Every new discovery, every new breakthrough, is a step closer to unlocking the secrets of the past. And the Tissel Princess, with all her mystery and wonder, is a reminder of why we must keep going. As we close the chapter on the Tissel Princess for now, we are reminded that some mysteries are never fully solved, but that is what makes them so captivating. The sarcophagus, the preservation fluid, and the woman inside all raise questions that challenge our understanding of time, history, and the nature of life itself. Whether the answers are found tomorrow or centuries from now, the mystery of the Tissel Princess will continue to inspire us to explore, to ask questions, and to seek out the truth. In the end, the mystery of the Tissel Princess is not just about uncovering the past. It is about embracing the process of discovery itself. It is about the thrill of the unknown, the excitement of learning, and the never-ending journey of exploration that defines the human spirit. And so, as we continue our own quest for knowledge and understanding, we carry with us the legacy of the Tissel Princess, a reminder that the pursuit of truth is a journey without end, and that the mysteries of the world will continue to unfold as long as we remain curious, inquisitive, and willing to embrace the unknown. The discovery of the Tissel Princess, tucked away in a remote coal mine in Siberia, has sparked more than just scientific interest. It has raised deep philosophical questions about human history and the civilizations that came before us. Could it be that we, as a species, are missing pieces of our own story? The Tissel Princess's origins could rewrite everything we thought we knew about the timeline of human existence. If she is indeed from a civilization that predates the dinosaurs, or if she represents a lost chapter in the history of intelligent life on Earth, then we might be looking at a fragment of history that has been hidden in plain sight for millions of years. The mystery of the Tissel Princess forces us to reflect on how much of our history is lost or forgotten. The ruins of ancient civilizations, the lost cities, and the enigmatic relics buried beneath the earth all suggest that there is much we do not understand about our own past. From the Great Pyramids of Egypt to the ruins of Atlantis, history is full of unsolved mysteries and vanished peoples whose stories have never been fully told. Could it be that the Tissel Princess is just the tip of the iceberg, and that there are many more forgotten civilizations waiting to be uncovered? The more we investigate, the more we realize that we have only just begun to scratch the surface of human history. If there was an advanced civilization that existed millions of years ago, what else did they leave behind? And why did they disappear without a trace? The Tissel Princess reminds us of the critical importance of archaeology in piecing together the history of human life on Earth. Archaeology is not just the study of artifacts. It is the investigation of humanity's journey through time. It is the quest to understand who we are, where we come from, and what we can learn from the past. Every new archaeological discovery, from ancient tools to lost tombs, holds the potential to answer important questions about our origins. But it is not just about finding artifacts. It is about interpreting the meaning behind those finds. In the case of the Tissel Princess, the sarcophagus has ignited countless theories and debates about the possibility of an advanced prehistoric civilization, extraterrestrial involvement, and even the nature of human evolution. These discussions are the result of archaeological inquiry, which continually pushes the boundaries of what we know about the past. Archaeology is an ongoing dialogue between the present and the past, a way for us to uncover forgotten stories and bring them into the light. Each discovery has the potential to shift our understanding of history, and with it, our place in the world. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Tissel Princess mystery is the range of theories it has sparked, from suggestions that she might belong to a lost civilization to the idea that she could be an extraterrestrial being. The theories surrounding the sarcophagus reflect the importance of keeping an open mind when it comes to scientific discovery. The scientific process is based on evidence, but that does not mean we should limit ourselves to only the most conventional explanations. In fact, the history of science is full of groundbreaking discoveries that were initially met with skepticism. From the theory of evolution to the discovery of gravity, many of the most profound scientific insights came from thinking beyond the accepted norms of the time. The Tissel Princess challenges us to think in similar ways. Whether her story is one of lost civilizations, extraterrestrial life, or something else entirely, her discovery encourages us to explore new ideas and to embrace the unknown. It is only through open-minded inquiry that we can push the boundaries of what we understand about the world and continue to make groundbreaking discoveries. The years go by. The mystery of the Tissel Princess will likely remain unsolved, but that does not diminish its significance. In fact, the unanswered questions surrounding the sarcophagus are part of what makes it so compelling. The woman inside the tomb, perfectly preserved and encased in an otherworldly liquid, will continue to inspire curiosity and wonder for generations to come. The fact that the sarcophagus has defied conventional understanding only adds to its mystique. It is a reminder that there are still mysteries in the world, questions that we may never fully answer, but that keep us searching, exploring, and imagining. Some mysteries, like the Tissel Princess, may never be fully solved, but that is part of their allure. As long as we keep searching for answers, we continue to move forward in our understanding of the world. And who knows? Perhaps, one day, a breakthrough will come, and the Tissel Princess's secrets will be revealed, unlocking a new chapter in the story of human history. In the end, the mystery of the Tissel Princess is more than just a puzzle to be solved. It is a reflection of the very nature of human curiosity. We are driven to explore the unknown, to uncover the secrets of the past, and to search for meaning in a vast and mysterious universe. Whether we are looking for answers about our origins, searching for signs of extraterrestrial life, or simply trying to understand the mysteries of our own planet, we are constantly seeking to expand our knowledge. The Tissel Princess, with all her unanswered questions and enigmatic features, embodies this curiosity. She is a symbol of the search for truth, the desire to understand the world, and the quest to uncover the secrets that lie buried in the past. As we continue to investigate her origins, we are reminded that there is always more to learn, always more to discover, and always more to question. This insatiable curiosity is what drives human progress and what will continue to propel us forward as we explore the mysteries of the universe. The story of the Tissel Princess may remain shrouded in mystery, but it will continue to capture the imagination of people around the world. Her sarcophagus, discovered deep in a Siberian mine, has opened up a world of questions about the origins of humanity, the possibility of ancient civilizations, and even the potential for extraterrestrial life. The unanswered questions surrounding her preservation, her identity, and the liquid that encased her will keep scholars, researchers, and enthusiasts pondering her true nature for years to come. While we may never know the full truth about the Tissel Princess, the mystery she represents is far from over. The unanswered questions, the theories, and the possibilities will continue to drive exploration, research, and curiosity. The Tissel Princess's legacy is not just about one discovery. It is about the never-ending pursuit of knowledge, the exploration of the unknown, and the drive to uncover the truths that lie hidden beneath the surface of history. The mystery of the Tissel Princess will live on, inspiring future generations to continue the search for answers, to challenge the boundaries of what we know, and to embrace the excitement of discovery